Invoker Tactics is a roguelike, deck-building chess game where you gain new units during your run with the hope that you can kill all the enemies standing in your way in order to reach the boss. The developer for Invoker Tactics reached out to me directly and asked that I check out their game and provided me with a Steam key. But, as always, the thoughts and opinions in this review are my own. Invoker Tactics retails for $5 on Steam and it released in September of 2025. Let's begin by discussing the graphics and technical performance of Invoker Tactics. Well, the graphics aren't much, it's pixel art on a green and white grid, but it has a ton of characters available, all in different styles and colors. Apart from that, there is a single character that gives you an overview of the game mechanics, but the game itself is very basic looking. For technical performance, I would have been shocked if this game didn't run well on my PC, or any PC for that matter. So of course, the FPS is steady throughout and I didn't experience any bugs and crashes. But the UI itself isn't great, the text is really small, the descriptions of what units do can be hard to read and overwhelming. Every unit has a paragraph describing their abilities, and when you have a lot of characters, it tends to just blend into the background and you just point and click to move and attack. Finally, the music itself is short and on a constant loop, so if you don't like it from the start of the game, it doesn't get any better. But all of that, from the graphics and the music, can be forgiven if the game is fun and addictive. Unfortunately, Invoker Tactics is a hard game to dive into. The basics are explained in a tutorial, like how to move and how to attack, but it doesn't really go beyond that, and this game is very hard and complicated. You start by selecting your deck, which consists of 3 units. If they die, they stay dead, leaving you short on units for the rest of the run. But don't worry too much, you do get new units when you beat a level. After you pick your deck, you choose between 3 enemy types. They're colored green, yellow, and red, for which I assume is the difficulty levels. Right off the bat, never choose yellow or red or you're just going to die. If you manage to win against them, you'll be left short on units and no amount of reinforcements will help you in the next map, so always choose green. All the units move across the board and automatically attack each time they do so. Some attack anywhere they move, others only attack enemies right next to them. Each turn allows you to do 5 moves, and then it's your opponent's turn. This means that during your turn, you can absolutely wreck your opponent for your 5 moves, but they can do the same to you. 5 moves can be a lot if you play correctly, but it also means your enemy has 5 moves as well, and let me tell you, the balance here is off. The AI has access to a lot stronger units than you do at the start of the game, and you lose a lot before you get the hang of it and build your deck better. The units themselves all have unique abilities, apart from just moving and attacking. Some heal, others pump up their allies' damage or health, others gain more attack power after each attack, meaning that at the end of your 5 moves, they can be pretty strong. The Knight unit can move through an entire line of enemies and gain additional damage by the amount of squares they move. It allows for varied attacks and tactics, and if you manage to pen in an opponent unit so they can't move, it also means they can't attack you. Then there is invoking units, which is how the game got its name. By moving a unit onto an ally, they merge together. Merging or invoking units replaces them with another unit from your deck, but it also triggers a special ability. Slimes, for example, can gain additional health and damage if they merge with another slime, or merging farmers together causes damage to a random enemy. Since this is a roguelike, you have to win so many battles before facing the boss, but there aren't event squares or anything like that, it's just battles. So is Invoker Tactics worth playing on Steam for $5? Honestly, I would only recommend you pick up this game if you love a challenge and the gameplay you're seeing on screen interests you. In my opinion, $5 is a bit too much for Invoker Tactics, and the game should be priced more reasonably around $2. I'm the Casual Console Gamer on YouTube, and I'll see you all in the next review.